Hi guys! Vechs here! Welcome back to Understanding Factorio, the show in which you and I go on a journey together to get better at Factorio and understand it. Pretty self-explanatory, huh? Oh, what's this? What's this? Well, oh look! Look at that! What's down here? Oh! Turns out I decided to increase my oil production and I've set up a new oil base down here on this field and walled it in, and it's, as you can see, just pump jacks and piping, and I ran pipe. I'll trace the pipe here. Back up here, and I did this off camera because you've seen me make one set of pumps, and I just did the exact same thing, but like down there instead of up here. And for simplicity's sake, I just ran the pipes up here to... They link up. The only really interesting thing, and it's only like slightly, mildly interesting, is I ran the pipes to link up with this setup here. So it links right there, and then comes right in and joins this pipe. So then going back to my base is this pipe still here. So I've still only got one oil pipe coming in, and that's fine because the pipe capacity is 10 units, and we're still like getting like 0.7. We're just getting a trickle coming in. And that won't speed up until I get maybe modules to put in the pump jacks to make them work faster. In other news, we had something happen over here. These two tanks have filled up, and that has stopped these oil refineries from working, and that's because there's no more room to output the petroleum. The petroleum tanks are full. You can see we almost filled up the light oil, and we almost filled up the heavy oil, but we still have a decent reserve to start working with, and any other oil coming in is now piling up. You can see it's piling up in these tanks here. It's at 170, and after a few seconds go by, it's 171. That will slowly, very slowly creeping up there. And while I'm here, I guess I'll swing by and top off that furnace. We're still manufacturing walls. I picked up some. I don't really need this rock in my inventory. I'll put it in there, I guess. Yeah, let's top this off. You know what? Here, you can have that big stack of wood. And you can have the... Well, give me the coal, and I'll put the coal in here, and then I'll put the other stack of wood in here. That one's just going to run out, I guess. It's whatever. It's not that important. Alright, so on today's episode, well, let's see. We added... we do have another row of miners right here. Again, nothing you haven't seen before. So we've increased the iron coming in a bit. Now you can see back here, some of these light up. We still need to make this faster, and the solution here, I believe, is to use fast transport belts to make this entire iron ore transport line faster, so that I can get more throughput of iron ore into the smelters. Electricity still seems fine. Let me check the reserve chest here. That's full. That's full, so it's fine. The coal field still looks pretty good. I put a wall around the science machines up here. Again, I right-clicked a wall all the way around. Not too exciting. So, doing a few little things off camera that you've already seen me do before, and you could just go watch one of the old episodes, and I just did that all over again. Anyway, so we have a few things to do. I need to set up the fast transport belt manufacturing. That's one thing I'd like to do. And the other thing is to actually get the oil cracking and set up my oil production down here. So I think I've got some steel on me, don't I? What am I missing? Oh, it pains me to... I'm going to make a few steel furnaces, I guess. I really just want to make the electric furnaces. Can I go straight to that? Can we get there? Straight to the electric furnace? I just need plastic, is what I don't have. So, if I can do that, alright, there's my chemical plants. So the first things I want to make, plastic, that takes petroleum, and that's it. That's pretty easy. So where do I want the plants? Probably going down here, I guess. You know, maybe I actually want to even turn these things sideways here. I don't know. No, I guess there's enough space here. What does this go to? What's this line of, right there. Tell you what, I think this can be more efficiently done just by doing that. And, well, we'll leave that there. But now I can just take that away. Don't need these anymore. And it's unfortunate that this this giant thing of copper is right in the way. I'm trying to pick that up. Why can't I pick this up? Oh. Oh, I see. If it's a little circle, it's the thing, and if it's the big circle, it's the ore. Look at that. I never knew that. I never actually noticed the different size of the selection marker. This over here does a fat lot of nothing. There's a light here I don't really need. I mean, it's kind of nice at night, but, you know, it's whatever. I'm just lighting up, like, empty brown. That does nothing. Yeah, all this is just doing nothing. This was the remnants of my obsolete stuff that was routing power around the lake that I've been gradually filling in every time I get some more landfill made from this factory here. I don't know how much more I'll fill it in. Like, I kind of like my little lake to go fishing in. So, we'll see. Anyway, let's get started on the main bus for liquids. I guess we need, well, yeah, we're going to need more of a lot of stuff, aren't we? Logistics, more of that, and lots more of that. Always need more. Alright. So I think I'm going to come to, like, here. And I would kind of like to link up my pipes. I think they're a little too spread apart. You know what? Maybe I can just pick these up. Hold on. Let me see. All right, let's figure out where I actually want these pipes for starters. And am I going to go up or down? I'm probably just going to go down with the bus. So probably oil there. So 1, 2, 3. I probably want to have them 3 apart. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Boom. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Okay. Probably want them like that, I think. Looks good to me. And we can run these up. Oh my lord. That looks hoopty, but is actually functional. So, boom. Oh, I didn't put the link on there. Boom. There we go. There's our petroleum. Okay. And then we will have the heavy oil, which is just that. And then the light oil, which is like that. There. Alright. So there's our overflow storage, and then here is our liquid bus. Alright. So let's start with plastic, I guess. Plastic is pretty good. Or maybe I should start with the... Oh, the water. Right. 1, 2, 3, boom. And let's grab some, I guess, water off of this. Should I make an underground one here? Is it worth that? I don't know if it is. Alright, well anyway, there's our water. Okay, what else? Water, coal, the sulfur needs just petroleum, and then it was iron plate. And where's the batteries? Need the copper, right? And the sulfuric acid. Ah, we need a vein for sulfuric acid. Where should that be? Probably down here, maybe? Well, there it is. That'll be sulfuric acid when we manufacture some. And I could have... I guess I could maybe have... belts going through here somewhere. Some belts somewhere. So that looks pretty neat and organized. Now, what should we manufacture first? We probably... Do we have any of the cracking set up? I don't think we do. Let me just put this thing down. We can make solid fuel. We can make lubricant. Probably a lubricant factory. Alright, lubricant. Sulfuric acid. I guess we'll set up the... Tell you what, let's set up the other liquids first. So lubricant and then sulfuric acid. Does... So if I'm running something through here and I want to come up like, say, here and then duck under again. Yeah, you need 3. And the reason you need 3 is because I can do something like this if I needed to. And I can have this to split off like that. If it was just 2, and I came up like this, and then had to go under again, and I needed to split something off, that doesn't work. So 3, logically to me, it makes sense that 3 would be a good minimum to have here for the liquid bus to make sure you have enough room to split stuff off. More little windows. I like looking at the little windows here. So we need lubricant and sulfuric acid. So that actually ends up being 1, 2, 3, 4. So there's the sulfuric acid, and then I guess this will be the lubricant. And then we can just put the factories down here and go this way with them. I think we should have enough space. We can always put stuff up here. We obviously are going to come in and do more landfill stuff. I think I may leave... Gonna leave some water here so I can draw out of. How big is... Let me pull that up real quick. Alright, so that links there. And then if I had one... You know what? These things are actually really cheap. Like, I want to be sure I have enough water. So, tell you what, we'll just do 3 of them. And then that should be more than enough water. Should be. And I will fill in... But even if it's not, there's still plenty of stuff here we can get at. So that's filled in. And then I think I can just go like this. I use the numpad plus and minus to make the brush bigger or smaller. Ah, man. It's going to take a while to fill all that in, won't it? But anyway, more space is coming up here. So we can have some factories up there if we need them. Alright, and the first thing we want to make is I want to handle the other liquids in the bus. So let's get the lubricant manufactured. So that's pretty easy. That's just the heavy oil, which is right here. So I could probably... have it like... Just come up like this, maybe? Is 2 enough to do the lubricant? So you guys make lubricant, and you intake the heavy oil. And I think, like, I mean, that's wasteful. Just, boom, there. Fixed. That looks nice, doesn't it? And then output the lubricant. And do I want to have a lubricant tank? Is that something I need? I guess I'll build one, and I'll have some lubricant here. Cool. So we have an overflow for lubricant there, and then we just pipe this back down the line. And there's me needing the 3. And lubricant there. Works for me. Alright, so that is our lubricant line. And all this needs is power, so that's really easy to set up. Let's route this. Let's go this way with it. And that gets both things. So that is super duper easy right there. Alright, so we have lubricant going into this line, and it'll build up into this tank. Cool. Alright, that's taken care of. Next problem. What else can you make? Let me just put this down, just look at the... right, the sulfuric acid. Oh, and for that we need the sulfur, don't we? Okay, so let's manufacture sulfur first. And that just needs water and petroleum gas. That's easy. But then we'll need to route the iron down here now. This is where the iron comes in. Now the sulfur is... What side does it make sense to do this on? Because that takes sulfur and the acid, so the probably down here is smarter to do it. So we're going to end up with a conveyor belt carrying sulfur, is what we're going to end up having here. So this is just going to take in water and... Uh-oh, we're under attack again. That should be okay over there. Let's be smart about this and just work backwards from what we need. So we will have a conveyor belt of sulfur, won't we? Unless we put the... I think what I did in my spaghetti base before is I had inserters taking the sulfur directly out of the chemical plants and then depositing them into the chemical plants that were making the sulfuric acid. Like, I don't even think I was putting sulfur on a conveyor belt. And that's not going to happen this time. We're going to put the sulfur on a conveyor belt for sure. So yeah. There's our lube. We're going to get all lubed up and do kinky stuff. Let's see. So just petroleum and water. Now the petroleum's here and the water's up there. Let's go ahead and route that down and start off right. So there's our water. And we need to come down here. Oh, I'm so happy that reached. Yes! And then here's our petroleum. Okay. So we have petroleum and water. And now we're going to probably put them in the butt right here. And I'm going to come out, leave maybe a factory's length. So 3 spaces. Like that. Maybe do... let me double it up. I don't really... How many of these do you think we need? Maybe 3? Now we've got... So you guys make sulfur. Okay, so there's the water. So there's our water, and there's the water, and there's the water. And here's the... Oh, wait a minute. It would appear, my dear friends, that I need to make them go down 1. So if this is the water, so that goes here, water, 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 water. And then if this is the petroleum, then petroleum, boom, 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 boom. There we go. All right. Yeah, I needed to space them apart to do my braiding properly. You know, they could have maybe been 1 farther apart just so I could walk through here easier, and it's kind of bugging me, actually. Maybe I should... I don't know. Alright, so anyway, conveyor belts, and then some stuff here. Boom. And then wire it up. Boom. Boom. Cool, we're making sulfur. Great. Let's see if we do fast here. Yeah, we're definitely making that stuff pretty quick. Alright, so there's our sulfur. And next we'll need to do sulfuric acid. So we just got to pipe down some iron plate from somewhere. Huh. Go. So if I did something like this, giving myself, just leaving a little bit of space here in the middle just in case, did that, and then I had so this would be set for sulfuric acid. Huh. So this is basically a puzzle game, you know, isn't it? Oh yeah, this will be fine. So if I put these like this, we can insert the stuff here. All we need to do is make iron appear here. Make iron appear on that belt right there. That's my mission. And it'll double up with the sulfur, and we'll have sulfur and iron on the same thing. As far as the water goes, we actually have a water pipe right there. Maybe I could grab some of it. How's the best way to grab water? Maybe off the end? Maybe actually off the end here? Hold on. You guys are in the way. Now let's think about this. Also, we need more of these doohickeys and more of those too. Alright. So if we do it like this... So water is now going in there, and then up and under, and then going in that thing, and then there. So now all of them have water. And we still have a space here on each one, like that, for the inserters. So now from the left side of these, we've got water going into them, and we've got the sulfur going in, and we will have the iron shortly. And then it'll output sulfuric acid, which we can... Do we need to do the thing? Should I make a reserve tank? Do I want a tank of sulfuric acid? I guess it's important to have some reserve here. I'm a bit annoyed that it's on the copper. I don't want to put it on the copper. Can we put it down here off the copper a little bit? Put it like there. Alright, so there's our reserve tank for overflow. And now all we got to do is get the... Go ahead and light this place up so it's nice and bright for YouTube. Alright. All we need is iron. You know what? Here, have some iron. So now there is sulfuric acid in here, a little bit. Cool. So that stuff went pretty quick. Let's go figure out how to get some steel, some iron down here. So there's some there. There's some right there. Hey, how much landfill do you got, buddy? Fish 55. Is this going to be the sulfuric acid mining site? Just here. I don't really want to... Well, I was going to fill in this whole thing here, going out. And this. Is that close enough for an underground belt? We have 3 landfills. I wonder. Oh balls! I'm out of poopy old iron plating again. Let's go get some from the reserve. Yes. Gimme. That should do me for a little bit. I'm always surprised. I always keep getting surprised at just how many resources this game sucks up. Like, you think you're getting ahead in the resource department. It's just like, nah. Nah, bruv. Alright. So let's make some drills. I can place them from over here. I want to do this without actually being able to get over here. So, there's the... Is there a way to get 2 drills on this island? I don't think there is. Right now. Okay, so there's the drill. There's a power line for it. And then okay. Hold on. Huh. I'm being stubborn. I think it's good to be stubborn sometimes, though. It's not a bad trait when the stubbornness leads you to doing better work. So I basically need those 3 tiles right there in an L shape. So there we go. And I can't actually make it to this island. I can't actually get over there. So this is the lonely drill. Can I rename this building? Is that a thing I can do? I guess not. So that's 5,000 some odd iron plates to last us. Now we just need a... Probably we need 1 of those. So give me some stone bricks, please. No, stop taking them. I want the stone bricks. Urgh. No! They're mine. Just give me like 1 more. Thank you. And I'll need 1 stack of coal to fit in there. So I'll take 2 on me just to have some. Maybe I'll even use them to top off this thing right here. Boop. This is not a permanent solution. I am just doing this because I feel like it, and I wanted to see if I could. So we'll come down here. Oops. Oh, I went 1 too far. I'm already here. Ta-da! So that gets us our iron that we can use. Oh, for frick's sake, man. So yeah, that'll last for a little while. And we'll see. I'm kind of curious. You know what I'm kind of curious to see? How much sulfuric acid will be produced in this tank, minus the 23 that we got so far on the plates. Did we get attacked just down here? Yeah, that gun turret's got kills. Look at that. Oh, off we go. Here comes the iron. That iron's coming pretty quick. Like, that's a decent amount there. And is it just... If I turn this off... It's just 1 iron plate per 5 sulfur and 10 water. So the iron is the resource that's just... You know, it goes a little easier on that iron. Here, you can have that partial stack. I don't care. So we'll see roughly how much is made off of a stack of coal. So I put in 1 stack of coal into the burner, into the forge, and we'll see how much iron is smelted off 1 stack, and then translate that into sulfuric acid. I think that'll be a cool thing to see. It already looks like I will more than fill this tank, by the way. There's already 300 in the tank just now, and there is 46 coal still in that burner up there. So how much does a tank hold? 2,000? 2,400? Something like that? 20... Is there a capacity? It must be 2,500. Can I? That's 20. That's 2.3 thousand, and it's almost full. I bet it's 2,500. So this would be about 1/5 full. So if that's like there, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, it looks like it's 2,500. Yeah, I'm predicting. Yeah, 40. Yeah, we're gonna fill that tank. That's gonna be enough coal to make enough iron to make enough sulfuric acid for a very long time. Okay, so now all we need to do is pipe the sulfuric acid back to the main bus to be used elsewhere. And of course we ran out of that. I get so tired of running out of these pipes. I really, like, I keep thinking I'll have enough. Like, oh, I'll surely have enough now. And then I don't. That's the story of my life. In Factorio, I'm always running out of underground pipe. I probably don't have to use as much underground pipe as I do, but it makes your base and layout a lot neater, and it's just iron, so why not? Now, before I connect it, I'm not going to connect it yet, because I just want to see if this tank fills up. I'm pretty sure it will, but yeah. Are we short on iron now? So it looks like they finally used up all the stuff that was coming down. And I guess I don't even need this bit here at the end. So I've got 1 right there. And I'll gain 9. So I think it's fair to put the 9 in here that I just gained. There we go. So now it won't build up as much. It won't build up anymore down at the bottom. That's annoying to see. Some like little tail end thing down there. So yeah, we've got sulfur production and sulfuric acid. So the key things here are you just keep your braiding like that staircase formation coming out. I found that you do need to have a space in between these plants to make sure everything fits in. And then when you go to handle the a chemical plant that needs items inserted as well as a liquid, you can do your braiding just like you did before, and you know, just leave a space here. You can see it comes in, and then there's underground, or no, there's above ground, and then above ground, then an underground, and then you could repeat this pattern off into the distance. It's just underground, above, under, and then there's your inserter, and then and so on. And we're getting attacked again. This time over there. Can I see over there? Kills 3, kills 0. Yeah, not much action over there, but whatever. It doesn't appear that the biters will attack pipes or power lines, as I've never actually seen them attack either. Maybe it's because they don't produce pollution, so the biters don't consider them a threat. If you want to let me know in the comments more about the biter attack behavior, feel free to. I'm pretty curious. I kind of feel like we didn't need this much sulfuric acid processing. Like, we're just... like, because it gets built pretty quick. Because it's, yeah, you make 5 sulfuric acid for just 1 iron plate. And I bet this is draining down my petroleum pretty quick, though, right? Nah, not as much. Well, anyway, the time's dragging out, so I'm going to sign off before I hit that 40-minute mark. This episode was a bit more involved, but I got several things. I forgot about the lubricant. I got the lubricant done, too. I got lubricant and sulfur and sulfuric acid done this episode. That's a lot of content, I think, to work through. Well, I've added 3 new materials into my bus system. Although I don't know if I will ever need the sulfur anywhere else. Will I? Does anything else use sulfur? The explosives? Yeah, okay. So I could do like a splitter if I needed to, and split this right on off and put it on the bus. And, you know, there you go. There's sulfur on the bus for if I ever want to use a little bit to make explosives, right? I probably won't, unless it's required for the tech tree. But if, as far as fighting goes, I'll use the flamethrower and I use laser turrets to creep with. I used to use the tank a lot in my first playthrough, but I found that I would rather just like use laser turrets and permanently secure the area and just quickly run in and use the flamethrower, you know, a few short bursts and run off and let it burn up their base, and that works really well. Speaking of which, how much is flamethrowers? Flammables. Give me that. Hell yeah, give me that. Well, anyway, I'll see you guys next episode. I'll sign off looking at a close-up of my sulfur and sulfuric acid processing. I just came up with this. This is not a design I saw somewhere on the internet. I just kind of came up with this by, you know, that work backwards concept. And yeah. This game gets a whole lot easier when you give yourself enough space, I think, is really the big thing. Like, you just give yourself enough space to neatly lay out your supply lines and keep them neat. Like, look at this. Look at this main bus of stuff, and it's gonna be so easy to route stuff off of it. Old me, in my first playthrough, my liquid handling was a complete disaster mess. Like, it was so poorly planned and executed. But you can just look at this and you can see, especially with these icons showing up, you know? Can I have advanced oil processing yet? No, I need to make these. Can I go ahead and research flight, I guess? Get that researched. But yeah, you can just look at this with the icons turned on. So the oil comes in up here, the oil's sent down here on these braided lines and gets processed in these oil refineries, and they get sent off into heavy oil, light oil, and petroleum. And then these get fed into the liquid bus here, and then, you know, heavy oil gets split off, turns into lubricant, which rejoins the main bus here. And then down here I've got the water and petroleum coming off the bus, gets turned into sulfur, little loop around here, feed the water and the sulfur in, and then put iron on the same belt and use, you know, that stacking. If the sulfur was on this side, it would have been as simple as just having like like this, and then you know, if the sulfur was on the top side of this belt and I needed iron on the bottom side and the iron was coming from this way, I would have just done this. And that's what I would have done there. So easy, simple little trick. Yeah. This is great. This is great. I'm really proud of myself. Like, this is going really well, I think, for me personally. I think the big trick to keeping these organized is the braiding. And it's super simple. It's just like, oh, I need two things here. Well, then boom, boom, and then boom, boom, and then you route your stuff. You route your stuff out to wherever it needs to go, or you repeat your pattern, and that's how you keep this neat. Like, just that pattern right there. And if there was another thing here, like that came down, that it needed to go out 3. You know, you do the same thing and braid it like that, and 4 would have been, you know, you get the idea. Same thing. All right, I'll see you guys next time. Until then, as always, take it easy.